EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. You look at this Cowboy defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Nix to the air. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. In motion right, Watkins. On play action, here's Nix. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To throw is Nix. Open man is Waddle, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has the 1st down, to play going for 15 yards. They'll go play action with Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Dobbins will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Stafford. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Nix to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And again, it's Chubb. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Cowboys at 4-3, a game over 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harvey. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
It shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Off the play fake, Nix. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Nix throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gotw, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Up the middle they go. Harvey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now it's Nix. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They call it a loss loss of a yard there. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
I'm going back to you. 41 Mike, right here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He'll try again, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use him at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeout.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's first down. One last throw here for Stafford. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but